So, what is your website saying about you? This video is going to be about storytelling in web design, and I wanted to make this video because I was working with a client a few days ago, and we were doing the brand definition for the client, and we got to talking about what websites tell about companies and tell about people, and this person asked me, well, do I need to put a lot of information in the about section? Do I need an about section? And the answer is yes. This is a big part of the storytelling, and some effect that most people miss is that the about section is normally the most visited page on a website, and I know this from talking to colleagues, and from seeing the analytics on the different websites I have worked on. So the three questions I'm going to answer today is: number one, what is storytelling? Number two, why is storytelling so important? And number three, how do I use storytelling on my website? So what is storytelling? Well, storytelling isn't a new thing. It's come up recently, in a lot of blogs around the net, but it isn't really a new thing. It has been used for many years in marketing, and it is one of the oldest ways of communicating in our society. In olden days, people used to sit around the campfire and tell stories, and one of the important things about storytelling is that it tells something about people. It tells something about you and your company, and it is used to give context and background to a company. And this is, as I said, sitting around the campfire was a very social experience, and so is storytelling today. It is also based in the social, social engagement between people. In that we usually want to know more about the people that we are doing business with. So if I'm using if I'm using an interior decorator to decorate my house, I would want to know something about this person. Know a little about why is this person doing this business, and where's this person coming from. And this is relevant for all companies. And the social aspects is actually the same reason why Facebook is so popular, and social media is so popular, because this is all about telling our stories. So storytelling is giving context, giving background information about who we are, and why we're doing what we're doing. So why is storytelling so important? Well, as I said, it is a great way of communicating, and it is a great way because people like stories. I, you know, I don't think I know anyone who doesn't like stories, and this is why movies are so popular. And today we probably don't sit around the campfire anymore, but a lot of us use medias like television or the internet to get our stories this way. And it still comes down to storytelling, and telling stories that people like to hear. It is also a way for people to relate to each other. So we use stories to relate to other people, and getting this background information about someone you want to work with or want to hire is going to relate to the person in some way. Uh, and as I said, storytelling is a social thing, and that's why it's so popular. And you can use a lot of different ways of storytelling. You know, your whole website is one big storytelling. From, you know, why are you using the colors you're using, why are you using the image you're using, and so on. And your story should really reflect your company and your who your company is. And it makes you know, it makes you seem authentic if your story is your whole story is based on you or your company, or you know, your roots. It gives a great authentic feeling to a website or to a brand. So how do I tell my story on my website? Well, there are a lot of things you can do, but you know, start by defining your brand. If you know what your brand is, you will also figure out what makes you special. So you know, take a look at yourself and figure out what makes you special. Why are you different than other people in your type of business? And use this to your advantage and tell your story about this. In my case, I use my eye disability, or the fact that I'm almost completely blind, to tell a story, and people tend to remember this. So figure out what makes you special, and tell your story openly and honestly. Don't try to you know, sort of hide anything, or don't try to make up a story, because then you'll lose your authenticity, and people will know this. So get your get your story straight, and be open and honest. Um, and if we're taking a look at the website portion, well, as I said before, the about section is very important. So use this section to tell your story in words and maybe images. And you know, use your user profiles for your business to figure out what people want to know, or what people should want to know. A lot of times we tend to tell the story from our own perspective, and tell people what we want to tell them, or we want to know about us. But a lot of times it's not really what people need to know about us, or people want to know about us. So it is very important to use your user profiles to figure this out. And as I said, also think about the things that people should know. You know, what are the questions that people don't know that they want to know. This is a great way to expand on your story. So there's a lot of work to be done, and you know, you could be compelled to just ramble on and take tell your story in you know, 5 or 6 pages. But don't do that. You have to be concise. You have to, you know, yeah, be very precise, and make it a short story, so people would want to read it, and you know, make it interesting. Maybe use a copywriter to help you tell your story. So I hope this video made you a little wiser about storytelling in marketing, and for using it on your website. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to type them in the comment section below, or even better, send me an email. I'm always happy to answer all the questions I get. You are also very welcome to connect with me on Facebook or Twitter. All the information are in the description below. So don't be a stranger. See you later. Bye.